Hello, my name is Chima Staley, and today I would like to discuss an app by the name of Flipgrid. I have chosen to use Flipgrid because I think it is just an excellent platform to use during this social media conscious or with this social media conscious generation that we are teaching today. Now, I am on the login screen. Of course, you see where you can log in with either Google or Microsoft. I'm going to go ahead and log in with Google and go right into my school account. Again, this is just an application where students can record and share short video clips. The free version of Flipgrid offers you up to 5 minutes. As you can see, I have about 7 grids here. You can also consider those grids groups. What I did was I gave each class its own grid or its own group. And so I'm going to, let me see. I'm going to open up just this test grid because I don't want to show any of my students' faces. But within each group, you could within each grid, you can have a topic. And so this again is a test grid. And so the first topic in any grid that you have is just the say hello on Flipgrid. This is something that Flipgrid has built in. It's a wonderful way for students to familiarize themselves with the platform features. Another way or ways that you can use this application, I have seen it, or I have actually used it with my students that were transitioning out of high school. I used it for them to complete online mock interviews. It was perfect for them. They were able to go through and complete the different questions, or here are the or online interview questions, and each I what I did was I made each question its own topic, and that allowed the students to um, use their time better. I'll say it that way. And so you can set it up any kind of way you want. This is the teacher dashboard. You would give the students this code right here. They would plug that code into their into their login. Once they log in with their credentials, you give them that code, and then they would have access to your grid or to your group. So I discussed the online interviews. Another way you could use this app is for discussion boards. Instead of having students write out their response to any question you may have, given them after a reading of a chapter or an article, they could actually share their response via video, and then to take it up another level, once they record their video responses, they could actually respond to their peers video response. So that kind of builds community. And I think this is a good app to use, especially with schools going to remote learning right now. Another way you could use this app is for a virtual word wall. I have had in the past, my eighth graders you could actually even make it a game where my eighth graders would describe a word, give the definition of a word, and then my seventh graders would try to come in and try to guess the word that they were trying to define. Or it could be a word wall where they give you the word and they give you their um, definition of the word. They could put the word on a card, show the card while they're recording, and do it that way. You can just play around with it so many different ways, or you could give the students the autonomy to do it whichever way they want. So that was the virtual word wall, the discussion board, and the online mock videos. And I chose this application because I believe it it gives my students the ability to practice proper interaction. It's one thing for a teacher or an adult to tell you something or make a suggestion. But if your peers are looking at you and your peers, you've already built that community within the classroom, and they're able to share that, hey, that you may want to change this or you may want to change that. I thought this would be the perfect platform for them to share that. So again, the app is Flipgrid. For the most part, it's free. If you want to increase the time, you will have to. But this is a pretty cool app. You'll probably want to try it out. Thank you. And once again, this is Chima Staley.